I'm gonna stick my penis in your mouth. She gets some weird, obscene calls like that. Just hang up. You're cut. The actress who ends up playing Lois Lane in the Superman movies, like, tells him off, but he sort of stops at the end, like, I'm gonna kill you. Like, whoa, creep. One of the girls disturbed by the phone calls like, hey, I'll just go up and start packing some things. Boo! Guy's hiding in the closet. And this is pretty ballsy, man, because it's like a house full of people. I guess a dry cleaning bag is like a very stealthy, like, kill. He just goes to Peter and tells him, hey, man, I'm pregnant. By the way, I'm getting an abortion. There's nothing you can say about it. I've been on the end of that conversation a couple of times. But this guy, he's like really religious. He's like, hey, man, I want to keep the baby. I'm going to talk to you later at the house. And then he has this big piano recital. I guess he's all nervous, and she got inside his head. Then he goes, she's ruined my set and everything. And goes all Nirvana on his equipment. Nightmare on Elm Street dad John Saxon is actually leading a search party to look for the missing girl, and that explains why nobody's at the house right now. And the house mother who lives here is a big lush who hides alcohol around the house. See, the cat finds the lady up in the attic first. See, if you would have had a dog, it would have barked to warn you, but they had cats instead. Boom! Hook got the house mother, dragged her up. Now there's two people chilling in the attic. Peter goes to Jess and goes, hey, I'm gonna marry you, okay? And we'll be happy. No, Peter, I don't want to marry you. What a weak-ass proposal that is, right? And he gets super mad, like, you bitch. Like you're gonna get a wart removed. Stormed out of there right in front of the policeman, which, you know, that's a bad look. You're the prime suspect now. The search party actually finds a dead body. It's not the dead body they thought it is, but it's all cut up. You don't know who that is, but we see that off screen. Oh, hey, all right, carolers are caroling. That's a great noise pollution cancellation thing, so I could pull off one of the most iconic kills of the whole franchise. And this is one of the only looks we get of the killer. We only see like a little bit of his eye, like boom! See, this is almost like an elevated horror kill 40, 50 years before elevated horror was a term. Hey, who the hell is slamming doors up in this house? This nerdy but obtainable sort of cute girl is actually looking and investigating a strange noise, and that's the last time we see her alive. That policeman goes, hey, prank phone calls at this address? Alright, the dad overhears that. Tells the officer, detective, like, hey, John Saxon, someone's prank calling the house which the girl who was murdered is from. That can't be a coincidence. Let's tap that phone line. Hello? Your cunt, Agnes. My dick, your mouth. Oh my goodness. It's not Peter at all, because how could he be making the call at the same time? The detective finds that broken piano like, oh man, that boy is crazy. And they heard him crying over the phone, so they're like, oh, this guy's a simp. But the real guy, Billy, calls up again, and I'm gonna kill you with my cock. But this time he fucked up. It was long enough that they traced the phone call. They told him, hey, the calls are coming from inside the house. And he's like, oh shit, I gotta tell that girl I'm on my way. One of the deputies pick up and they go, alright, is anybody else in the house? A couple of people? Alright, just hang up the phone and go out the front door. Well, I'll go wake up Barb and stuff. No, don't do that! The calls are coming from inside the house. The killer's inside the house. Get the fuck out of there. Goes up to the bedroom like, alright, let me just double check. And then, of course, he's stacking bodies on top of each other. My guess, it's a sex thing. He did both of them, I'm sorry. That's what he's referring to, like, don't tell him what I did. She slams the door on him. He starts screaming and chases her and grabs her by the hair, but she breaks loose, and then, like, she didn't look back at all. She has no idea what the guy looks like and locked herself inside the basement. A little bit of time passed, but oh man, Peter's like looking for her in the basement, and you're like, oh well, she doesn't know that he's not the killer. She doesn't know. We know he's not. Breaks the window. He climbs on through. He's like not knowing anything. Hey Jess, what are you doing sitting in the dark? In her mind, she's like, I'm trying to live. John Saxon makes it to the house and sees that the watchman, the patrol guy, has his throat slit, so you gotta count that guy. They storm inside the house, break down the basement door, come out downstairs, guns blazing, ready to get that Peter guy. They find Jess and they go, oh shit. Jess actually took care of him already. I guess she beat him to death with like a poker iron or something. She's barely like awake. I guess, the murder tired her out and they were like, here, have some drugs and take a nap. We're good. Case closed, right? And then I guess what that father of one of the girls actually had like, maybe he's diabetic or something like that. He had like a medical emergency. They leave the girl alone in the bedroom. But they haven't secured the crime scene, man. It's a big ass house with a big ass attic with 2 bodies still in it and Billy the Killer looming around in it. And you see one of the bodies from the window. If you would have looked, they would have found it. But alright, man, I think he might have went downstairs and killed that final girl, but we'll never know. They never made a sequel.